The city of Jericho as we know it is known for a story in the book of Joshua in the Bible regarding its destruction by the Israelis. Jericho is believed to be the first city to be communized on earth 11,000 years before present. It also has the world's most protective wall. Jericho used to be one of the most powerful cities in the land of Canaan, currently located in Palestinian region. As indicated by Jewish custom, the Israeli chief Joshua finished his king's 40-year venture through the desert by attacking the strong city, vanquishing it when a blow from the minister's stylized horns tumbled the extraordinary dividers. Jericho started as a popular camping ground for the hunter-gatherers of the Neolithic culture, dating to 10,000 BCE. Archaeologists revealed about the wall of Jericho that by 8,000 BCE, the site grew to 40,000 square meters and was surrounded by a stone wall 3.6 meters high and 1.8 meters wide at the base. Inside the wall was a stone tower 8.5 meters high and 9 meters wide at the base. The tower had an internal staircase of 22 steps. It is felt that the wall was utilized to shield the settlements from rising waters. The tower was utilized for ceremonial purposes. This proposes that there was a social association occurring in the town. As you go back in history, you see many stories and make it hard to choose what to believe. So about the wall, some believe that the tower was used to rouse individuals into participating in the shared way of life. Around 7000 BCE, there came a new settlement by attacking people that consumed the first occupants into their way of life. Structures were rectilinear structures made of mud bricks. Each building comprised of a few rooms arranged around a focal yard. The rooms had terrazzo floors made of lime, and the courtyard had a floor made of clay. Other advancements include flints in the shape of arrowheads, sickle blades, burins used as chisels, scrapers and axes. Also found were grindstones, hammerstones and axes made of greenstone. For the following 1,000 years, there is little proof of occupation at Jericho. Just around 5000 BCE did Jericho show the impacts of advancements that had been occurring in the north, where an always expanding number of towns had shown up. Still Neolithic, yet set apart by the utilization of stoneware. The main earthenware clients of Jericho were notwithstanding crude, contrasted with their archetypes on the site, living in basic cabins soaked in the ground. They were presumably for the most part pastoralists. Throughout the following 2,000 years, occupation was inadequate and potentially discontinuous. Jericho is famous in biblical history as the first town attacked by the Israelites under Joshua after they crossed the Jordan River, Joshua 6. After its devastation by the Israelites, it was, according to the biblical account, abandoned until Hiel the Bethelite recognized himself there in the 9th century BCE, 1 Kings 16 verse 34. Jericho is mentioned several other times in the Bible. Herod the Great established a winter residence in Jericho, and he died there in 4 BCE. Excavations conducted in 1950 to 1951 revealed something of Herod's Jericho. A magnificent facade along the Wadi al-Quilt is probably part of Herod's place, and its style illustrates Herod's devotion to Rome. Traces of other fine buildings can be seen in this era, which became the center of Rome and New Testament Jericho, approximately 1 mile, 1.6 kilometers south of that of the Old Testament town. Jericho of the Crusader period was on yet a third site, a mile east of the Old Testament site, and it was there that the modern town would later develop. The story was composed at some point after 722 BCE, long after the date of the occasion, and was utilized to guarantee the region for the Kingdom of Israel. Scriptural scholars highlight the obliteration of the dividers 175 years sooner as verification that the story in the Bible is valid. They express that the main thing not right is the dating in the Bible, and that the tremor was God compensating the Israelites for following his orders. As indicated by the Bible, Jericho stayed deserted until Hiel the Bethelite set up himself there in the 9th century BCE. city itself had three characterizing highlights. To start with, its territory was amazingly rich. Water from the mountains in the locale goes through an underground spring called Elisha's Fountain and makes a delightful desert spring with palm trees aplenty. In an area described by brutal desert, this desert spring was likely the explanation the city was established, and all through the artifact. Jericho was popular for its famous palm trees that sprung up out of the desert. In the Bible, Jericho's date palm trees have roots that stretch towards a wellspring of new water that has transformed a desert into a nursery. Guests Jericho or Tel es Sultan can see the lasting spring that upheld the city for quite a long time and gave a mind-blowing water system framework, dispersing water to the plain just as to all voyagers in ancient times. Likely prophet Elisha refined this spring, 2 Kings 2, verse 21. The most loved Bible story of numerous kids remains the Jericho's most famous occasion, the day its dividers came tumbling down, Joshua 6. At the point when Joshua and the country of Israel crossed the Jordan River from the east, just Jericho remained among them and the promised land.